Welcome to my page. Today I'm experimenting with making a Dubai chocolate dipped apple. Now I have my caramel in the microwave and I usually melt that with 2 tablespoons of creamer and I melt that for no longer than 3 minutes. Adding the creamer helps for easier melting. Now today I'm using the Kataifi. I toasted that with 2 tablespoons of butter into golden brown. And I'm putting on this tray so that when I dip the apple in the caramel, it helps me to put on the apple easier. This right here is my crushed pistachio brittle. And this is the best pistachio cream ever. I can make my own, but I really love the taste of this pistachio cream. Now, I was trying to figure out how I could go about getting the pistachio cream flavor on the apple. So I decided to put a couple of tablespoons of cream inside the caramel. I think next time I'll add it to the chocolate gradually. I just don't want the chocolate to turn into like a fudge, but I'm going to try it. The caramel, it was okay. I didn't taste it as much as I wanted, but it was good. Now I'm dipping the apple in, and I like to use a spoon to help me get the whole apple covered with caramel. And I kind of hold the apple over the caramel bowl so that the excess drips into the bowl. And then I'm putting this Kataifi on, trying to get it coated as much as possible. I like to use a cold apple when dipping. That way the caramel seizes up pretty fast and you don't get that puddle of caramel at the bottom. Now I went ahead and put my chocolate in while I'm dipping because I'm going to need that to melt for about 5 minutes. Now, when melting chocolate, you put in the microwave for 5 30-second intervals, stirring between each time. Now I have my apples dipped in caramel. I'm going to put them away in the bakery case for about 5 minutes, no longer, just 5 minutes, just to cool that caramel some. Any longer than 5 minutes, and sometimes your caramel can get sticky and tacky, and we don't want that. Now my chocolate is melted, and I always keep gloves. I probably go through a box of gloves every time I'm cooking um, my candy. But you still need to wash your hands, even if you wear gloves. Wash your hands each and every time before you put a new pair of gloves on. Now I'm taking that excess little puddle. It's not as bad as it could have been because it cooled some, but I like to make my apples a little bit more rounded. I got that Kataifi smashed in that caramel pretty good. I'm going to move my pistachio brittle close to me. So now I'm going to dip this apple and make sure it's evenly coated with the chocolate. I'm using my spoon to make sure that that apple is completely covered. And I'm going to let this excess chocolate fall back into the chocolate bowl. Trying to let it cool a little bit before I put the pistachio brittle on. You have to be patient and just let it drip. I'm doing a little jiggity jig. I think I'm listening to Black Eyed Peas. They always get me moving. Just be patient. Now I'm going to sprinkle that pistachio brittle all over the apple. It just gives it that extra little crunch, that extra little ah. And just in case you didn't know, if you are a true brittle lover, I make brittle in 41 delicious flavors. Now that my apples are dipped, I'm going to slice them up and show you what they look like. Now you get a good knife, you slice, be careful with those fingers. This is great for just snacking. You can put this on a tray to serve to your guests. A nice little treat. And these even look great in the box.